Wherever fate takes me.
Right, come on then, Alwyn. No time like the present. Let's just get into the city before some nefarious agent of the Iron Throne decides to do something horrible to us. Oh, who are you? Quail. Oh, who are you? Imanel Silver... No. I think anonymity would be the best policy at this point. The fewer people know us and draw attention to us, the better. Right. Okay, first area of Baldur's Gate. Here we come. Right, we're going incognito. Oh. Alright, Koran.
To indulge an old man.
Incognito? Oh. Well, that's blown that. Thanks, Elminster. Yes, welcome back to Baldur's Gate and Chapter 4. I can't believe that we are in Chapter 4, or what I have defined as Chapter 4. And we are at Baldur's Gate, following the trail of the Iron Throne, the organisation that apparently have wanted Alwyn dead from the very moment we started this game. And Alwyn is prepared to come to Baldur's Gate. I kind of see it that they've left him no choice but to pursue his pursuers. And I did say that Alwyn would probably favour being unnoticed and rather an anonymous character in the big city, but Elminster has already kind of blown that cover here. So let's see what he's got to say. Good day to thee, young one. What a marvellous happenstance that we should again cross paths, especially in such a grand city as this. Ah, I see by thine eyes that thou have no time for my wry banter. Is that wry banter? Okay. 'Tis true our meeting was no accident, though I do honestly take pleasure in seeing thee again. Oh, well, that's nice. Edwin, this grand city is but a multitude of crooked alleys, where one can chance upon the most idiotic characters. But what are the chances of running into the very same idiot twice, and in such close timing? Alwyn, you attract fools like rotting flesh attracts flies. Oh dear, Edwin, goodness me. Well, Alwyn's clearly not going to try and get rid of Elminster. It is good to see you again. What brings you here? Oh, all citizens of the Sword Coast eventually pass through Baldur's Gate, and I knew thou wouldst as well. Forgive my continued meddling, but I believe it is warranted. Especially considering the pressures thou art no doubt confronting. Well, that's true, Elminster. My pestering of thee certainly pales in comparison to the influence thou hast felt from others, including thine own self. Gorion raised thee as best he could, but 'tis hard indeed to overcome what is bred in the bone. Much more so in this case, I would imagine. What is bred in the bone? So Elminster's alluding to Alwyn's past, his lineage, I suppose. Not a question, as I said before, that Alwyn has really confronted. I don't think Alwyn will be too keen to go down this rabbit hole. So perhaps he wouldn't inquire about Gorion at this stage. So what is it you wish of me? I was about to ask the same question of thee. Thou hast come quite far, and though my answers are often less than obvious, I do hope they help a little. Gorion often chided me for my obliqueness, though he was fond of a little verbal hide-and-seek as well. Well, it is a little bit hard to understand why Elminster is not being a bit more straightforward. Perhaps to test the water to see how much Alwyn wants his help. I think Alwyn would want his help, but obviously Elminster's very cagey for whatever reason. Okay, so we can either... we can either be rude to him or ask about Gorion, so I think on the balance, I think we'll probably have to ask about Gorion. He was long my friend, and we talked often, though less after he settled down with thee. He was quite the traveller in his day, though he never regretted his new role as foster father. He felt a stable childhood would better prepare thee for, well, the problems that would eventually come. He cared deeply for thee. I hope this was not lost on you. No, I don't think it is lost on Alwyn, and I think Alwyn did feel that he had a very stable childhood, and that was what he wanted to continue. But anyway, he was a good man, though I would prefer to walk my own path. I was not suggesting that thou should do otherwise. Whatever the motives, independence is always a wise course to follow. My worry is that thy lineage is harder to escape than most. Ah. Thou hast bad blood in thee, though Gorion did what he could to teach thee well and true. Thou hast hungry blood within thee as well, and it will not let thee go without a fight. For better or worse, what's bred in the bone will be dealt with in time. I trust thou hast the will to face what is within thee. Right. Okay, so Elminster. So the rather unexplained background of Alwyn is obviously well known about by Elminster. Interesting that there isn't a question option here to actually ask, well, could you unpack that a little, Elminster? What do you mean, hungry blood and bad blood? I think this is very unnerving for poor Alwyn. I know little of what is to come, but I will do what is best. I am sure the future will be kind to thee, for now I will give thee my best wishes and a few names that will serve thee well. Scar of the Flaming Fist is a good man and well worth trusting. His superior, Duke Elton, is also a good sort. Both are to be believed when they speak. I take my leave and wish thee well. Okay, well, I think Alwyn would trust Elminster on that. I'm not really sure what the game... kind of feel like they wanted to bring in Elminster in such a way, you know, to bring him into the game, but I'm not really sure this quite works, these kind of... yes, rather opaque interventions. Anyway, we know that Alwyn, by the way, in the last episode, kind of didn't entertain Scar's request for help, but there's an indication that he may be okay. I think obviously Alwyn had saved Viconia from the Flaming Fist, and perhaps, blimey, that writing is small. Okay, that's something in the settings. Anyway, yes, Alwyn wouldn't necessarily trust the Flaming Fist, given they were trying to summarily execute Viconia. And I think he also got harassed by them on the way to Beregos right at the start of the game, so I don't think he has the greatest opinion of these law enforcers. Right, well, we're in Baldur's Gate, people. That's good. I'd be lying if I said I know what I'm doing here, or what I'm going to do next. Clearly Alwyn is here to kind of root out the Iron Throne a little bit, in an Alwyn sort of way. Probably quite tentative and not very, and not in a way which really sort of grips the situation by the throat, but he's probably going to be, nevertheless... Oh, well, actually I do know what Alwyn would want to do. Yes, we've got 17,500 gold burning a hole in the pocket. It's midnight. I think an inn. Ah, here we go. Elf song. Oh dear, someone's already passed out. Well, it is midnight, I suppose. Just a sleeping woman. She's decided to kind of just lie down under this kind of barn-like structure. Okay. Well, this looks quite jovial.
fine-looking strumpet, ain't I?
And clearly services are on offer as well. So how do you get in? Is this the actual tavern? Yes, the elf song. Right. One in the elf song, I think.
What you want?
Okay, who's coming over? Ah, this is a good place to celebrate, says Alwyn. What do you mean? What is there to celebrate? Your birthday, of course. Happy birthday, Alwyn. 3 Elassius. I assume that is the date at the moment. It's not my birthday, Alwyn. Oh, no, I think he'll go with it. You bet. The nice thing about not knowing your birthday is that you can celebrate it whenever you want. Let other people have their boring old same day every year birthdays. My way is more fun. Here, take this. It's your birthday present. I know we have lots of money and stuff. Well, that's true. But I don't want to spend our gold on your present. So I made it myself. What do you think? What is it exactly? It's a necklace, Goofy, or amulet if you like. Here, I'll put it on you. It's perfect for you. Really brings out the colour of your eyes. Goes well with any outfit too. Hey. And this part here, these pieces, it was Gorian's. I found it on his, that night, you know. I would have given it to you earlier, but it was all broken. So sad like that. So, I made a necklace out of it. It's got some pretty rocks, some beads, and some nice silk string I've been saving. Oh, lots of stuff. I hope you like it. Wear it, won't you? It'll protect you. Gorian spirit and such. Okay. I think Alwyn will be polite. What's this strange option here? There is someone who needs more protection than I shall give it to that person. No, I think we've got to, I mean, she's put a lot of trouble into this. I think Alwyn would recognise that. It's lovely. I will wear it always, Alwyn. Thank you very much. Sure thing. Heck, it was nothing. This calls for a round of drinks and some cake. Ooh, and candles too. The party has gained an item. Alwyn has gained a necklace, Gorian's amulet. Well, how about that? Everyone gave this amulet to Alwyn as a birthday present. The centrepiece is a golden pendant or pin, which Imwyn assures you belonged to Gorian, your father. Foster father. He must have hidden it well, as you've never seen it before. The rest of it is made of bits of colourful and smooth pebbles, petty gemstones, metallic trinkets and other odds and ends, all held together by a thin but strong cord of silk. The largest piece of Gorian's pin, on the back and written in Imwyn's distinctive script, is this inscription: Happy birthday, Alwyn. With love, Imwyn. Surely Imwyn will never make a master jewellery smith, but the necklace is very cleverly pieced together, and it obviously took a great deal of time and care to make. Regardless, it is a very sweet gift. Well, you know what? It is a sweet gift. I think Imwyn... Ah, look at that! For whatever... It does actually knock Alwyn's armour class down by 1. Well, how about that? It's not just a sweet gift, which it is. It's also an improvement to Alwyn's armour class, which is -2 now without any armour, which is not bad. I mean, Karan's got this Felorium plate +1, and his is just the same. What happened to Karan's sword? Oh. Ah. Okay. Well, anyway, Alwyn's got almost the best armour class in the whole party, and he hasn't got any armour, so... Oh, right. Cowtonus. Ah, you be fighters and maiders and all monster killers. All be ye. No, sir. Merely travellers armed for the road. I think this is Alwyn's bid to not be noticed too much, so just play things down. We all be travellers, though few as armed as you. Aye. But that is why this traveller stays within the safer confines of this town and dares not venture out as far as you. Go well and slay them bloody bandits where they wait. We will, sir, we will.
Great peril yields great beauty.
Commoner. Brevlik. Yes, I don't think we'll be talking to too many people just at this stage. I think we just want to get a feel for the town. And maybe find Lake Poet Willie. Yes, and maybe find a decent merchant or something.
You want some whiskey?
Welcome, travellers. I trust you will keep your weapons with your wits and not provoke trouble while here. It's the best thing for everyone. You'll find that the majority of our customers are well equipped to defend themselves, and if need be, the bar as well. Is there anything I can do for you? Yes. Simply, there is. Okay. Well, look at this. There's good prices on the beer in Baldur's Gate, aren't they? Just a gold piece each. For Koran... Salunian Topaz Wine. It's been really weird these past few months. Iron's been going... can't trust those omnium. Okay, right. Have a Suz Ale as well. Or a Suze Ale. Golden Sands Brews. Oh, look at this. Seems like the iron problem down in Nashkel's solved. A group of mercenaries went into the mines and cleared up what's been causing all the trouble. Brave folk to go fighting whatever was down there. Okay, so Baldur's Gate knows about Alwyn's antics. Although they haven't named him. The Seven Sons has been acting very strange of late. The company seems to be intent on losing money. Even a simple bartender like myself can see the foolishness of some of their decisions. I doubt the Iron Throne... Oh, there's that name. I doubt the Iron Throne is crying about it, though. They're making a lot of inroads because of the Sons' mistakes. So the Seven Sons is a sort of guild of merchants, possibly, I think. Something which the Iron Throne are looking to become very powerful in themselves. Right. Have a couple of stouts, Alwyn. Old One-Eye beer for you. And a bit of Westgate Ruby wine and a Salunian Topaz wine for old Tsar. Nice couple of drinks, and I don't think we want to lord it and go in the royal tonight. We'll just have a noble. Oh.
Life's been getting prickly on my arse.
Some whisper that strange happenings. When did that journal update come in? That's a bit strange. Well, it is now a new month. Elesius. Anyway, right. So we're looking for... This is quite a sizable place, isn't it? Looks like it's got an upstairs as well. We may come back here, but really we're looking for a merchant. Possibly selling spell. I think I'd like to have another session of learning spells. Here we go, daytime. Ooh, the music sounds a bit ominous, doesn't it? We get different music when we're in Baldur's Gate. There's some commoners. Let's zoom out a little bit. So where are we? Sorcerer's Sundries, that sounds good. Maltz's Weapon Shop, that also sounds good. Shop of Silence. Okay, oh, and Lucky ALO's Discount Store. Well, that doesn't sound quite so good. Okay. Let's go into the weapon shop. Koran could do with something better. I think Alwyn is still I think I've said it before, but Alwyn's still a little bit unsure about Koran. I think likes his personality. Hello there, I'm Maltz. I know my place doesn't look much like a store, but I think it suits my purposes quite nicely. What is it that you'd like? Well, that's crap. Just standard weapons. Have we even got anything to sell? I don't think we have. Could identify the wand, or actually maybe we can identify the wand. Yes. Ooh. Wand of fire. Oh, that's good. It's a fireball wand. And an Agnazar Scorcher wand. Ah. But it's a seriously good Agnazar Scorcher. 6d6 plus 6. I'm sure the standard spell isn't that good. On one crit, that is a good, that's excellent. So it's a fireball and it's an Agnazar Scorcher, but an incredibly powerful Agnazar Scorcher. That's a great one, and it's got 12 charges. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed. Right.
Wherever fate takes me.
Sorcerer's Sundries. Absolutely Sorcerer's Sundries. Sorceress Sundries. There we go. Get it right. God, look at this building as well. That's quite impressive. Well, this looks very promising. Let's get in. 17.5 grand.
Great peril yields great beauty.
Ordulinian.
Yeah, mate.
Ah, weary travellers. The roads of this fair city are lined with fools, are they not? Yes, that is very true. And two of the greatest are Archeon and Nemphra, necromancers fighting over trinkets and baubles of little use or value. I assure you, they are more trouble than they are worth. You are better off steering clear of them. Okay. Okay, I think they're in Baldur's Gate. Albazadrin.
Yes?
And who might you be then, hmm? Come to check out the wares of old Halbazar? Well, be quick about it, and mind you don't get fidgety when we talk payment. You knew when you came in the door that my wares were magical. Premium items demand a premium price. That's absolutely fine. Ooh. Okay, the Thresher. A +2 flail. The weapon's carved wooden half depicts scenes of battle in which champions of Helm, each wielding an identical flail, wade through a field of orcs. Surely waded. Oh no, okay, right. Wade through a field of orcs, threshing them like so much wheat. Oh, very good, okay. Oh, look at these darts. I think we have got some magical darts for Edwin already, so it's not necessary at this stage. Bastard sword +1, long sword +1. I could buy that for Quran. Arrow +1. Arrow of slaying. 1 arrow, 3,500 gold. This arrow is twisted and black, almost radiating evil, as if possessed by something larger than itself. It was made specifically to kill one type of creature and one type only. In this case, the unlucky being is the Ogre Mage. 3.5 grand to kill an Ogre Mage. Acid arrows. Ugh. Oh, that's good. Thaco +1 as well. Arrow of biting. Have we seen these before? I think we have. Arrow of detonation. I think we've got one of those. It's like a fireball arrow. Oh. Arrow of dispelling. Removes magical enchantments. That's amazing. Especially if it does just dispel everything on any mage of any level. That's ridiculous. I might have to get some of those. Arrow of fire. They're really good. Arrow of ice. Arrow of piercing. Thaco +4, yeah. Oh. Arrows +2. Oh, bolts. Bolt of lightning. That's such a good such a good name for an item, isn't it? A bolt of lightning. Bolt of biting, bolt +2, bullets. Oh, potion of giant strength. They're really useful. Fire giant strength, 22. Oh, cloud giant strength, 23. Storm giant strength, 24. How much is that? That's only 2,000 gold. You think of what damage you could do with 24 strength. Oh, you see, with a Jantis, with something like that, I mean, it was... You know, he really just made this kind of whole setup work. Healing potions, heroism, invisibility, and vulnerability. Stone giant strength, 20. Okay. Oil of speed, they are useful. I'll probably get some of those. Potion of agility, absorption, potion of clarity. Oh, that's good. Immune to confusion. Type spells. Potion of genius, that's what we need. Intelligence +4. Mind focusing. That'll be fine as well. There's 3 of those, so they'll help us memorize some spells. Regeneration, insight, freedom. What does a regeneration do? 2 hit points per round. That's pretty good. Agnazar, Scorcher, Ghoul Touch, Clairvoyance. Oh, now we've got the spells. Clairvoyance. Oh, right. It just sort of reveals the map, I think. Dispel magic. I think we've got that already, but they've got some more, so that's good. Flame arrows. Oh, monster summoning. Wow. Level 3. Oh, we can cast it already. 3 hit dice of monsters. Yeah, that's not great, I suppose. It's probably not as good as the Animate Dead, but still useful to have. Non-detection. Oh, so I'll probably have to bring you back. Slow. I think we've got one of those somewhere. More skull traps, vampiric touch, ghost armor. I think I've seen that. Ice storm. Level 4. Ah, a level 4 spell. 2d8 damage. Okay, 60-foot diameter. It's not wonderful, actually, is it? Animate Dead. Is this the same as the pre-spell? Because if it is, level 5. Oh, shows the value of the pre-spell, doesn't it? You get that so early compared to this one. And this is 1d2 undead creatures. Doesn't look nearly as good. Cone of Cold. Level 5. Melts minute meat, hold undead. Protection. Okay, well, look at all these. Look at all these. Now, this is going to take a while to actually... Fireballs. Haste. It looks like it's a sort of extra attack per round, double the normal movement rate. Oh, that's brilliant. That is brilliant. That's going to be superb. Lightning Bolt. Monster Summoning 2. Level 4 spell. 4 HD of monsters. Can't cast it yet, but still. Chaos, that sounds good. Level 5. Oh my word. Greater Malazan. Oh. Spirit armor, what's that? Like ghost armor, but well, this is... Oh, look at these wands. Every wand you could ever dream of. Wand of the Heavens. Wand of Monster Summoning. We've got one of those, which is pretty useful. Is that a light flame strike? Oh, my word. Look at it. Actually, the Wand of Fire is the most valuable. How much is our wand worth? Only 1,000 gold. Well, this is a rather interesting place.
What is your wherever fate takes me?
Sorry to just sort of spend most of the episode running through an inventory, but when you've got a party with 3 wizards in it, it's rather exciting, really. Okay.
Great peril yields.
I wonder if
great
there's anyone
beauty.
else selling any other stuff. Ah. Oh, are these the... Tsar? I am amazed at your effrontery. They recognise Tsar. So many simple things amaze you. What does one more matter? Watch your tongue or lose it. Who are these people with you? Yeesh. Seeing you again has blasted my manners. These are my colleagues in my task. Alwyn, Imowen, Tsar, Viconia, Edwin, Karan. Tsar, I know you, and Monteron appears to be missing. Why did you introduce yourself and the absent halfling? Why, for conspiracy, of course. And this is Neiman, my colleague. Neimane, my colleague. I am your superior. We will discuss your attitude and your performance more fully at a later date. Do be assured of that. However, Alwyn, your presence puts a better face on the matter. Ah, thank you. I have gleaned enough of your activities, not from Tsar's miserable reports, but from witnesses who gladly expounded upon your feats, that I am pleased. Indeed, I must say I am impressed, to a degree. You are superior to Tsar. In what way? Not lunacy, I hope. So Alwyn might give a knowing response here. Ah, you would be a representative of the Zhentarim, I take it. If I ever desire publicity on a matter, I need only tell Tsar and swear him to secrecy. Yes, I am the master of Zhentarim on the sword. Oh my god, okay. Let's play nice, shall we? As for you, Alwyn, know that our common enemy here is no less a foe than the Iron Throne. Ah, from their hall in the western part of the city, right? They yet conspire against us all. Put an end to their heinous crimes, and your reward shall be the high favour of the Zhentarim. Well, I think Alwyn would be reasonably happy with friends in high places, as long as there's not too much obligation in the matter. I think the Zhentarim have been accused of some of the things that the Iron Throne have been doing. The kind of bandit raids and possibly interfering with the iron as well. Reward? Is that what you call it? To be shunted aside, ignored, shorn of help, and lacking in bath oils? Alwyn, not all of us are like this pig, I swear it. Well, not much like him. Oh yes, Alwyn, help me kill this wretched fool, and I shall succeed to the mastery, and I will be your friend for life, however long that may be. Are we going to back Tsar here? Oh, I didn't realise they actually wanted to kill Tsar. I don't know if Alwyn would dump Tsar in this. Oh, he doesn't. This is not a very nice choice, is it? He doesn't really want to kill these guys because they sound pretty powerful, but equally, oh, what's he going to do, Alwyn? He likes Tsar, but I don't know if he's going to take on the Zhentarim. I think he might just say, sorry, Tsar, I'm afraid. And then just sort of see what happens. I think Alwyn's going to... I suppose Alwyn might back Tsar in this scenario. Yeah. I don't think he's going to quite just ditch Tsar at this stage. Okay. Ah, right. I didn't realise I was just walking towards them. Okay. Right. Well. Edwin? Right. Karan. Okay, well this is interesting, isn't it, eh? We're going to get some very nice arrows, that's for sure. +2 for you, Karan. So, you are going to... Pretty tempted to get some monsters straight off the bat, to be honest. Right, Zar, you... I'm sort of a bit caught off guard here. Right, so Edwin and Zar. Well, Nymane is obviously going to be the really powerful one. Ulam, Weber Ott, and William Gast. I like how they've got surnames. That's excellent. That not something we normally get. Alwyn, you can. Flame arrow. No, maybe minor drain as well, to assume they're going to start casting spells. Get a skeleton, Viconia. Imowen, you are going to get a nice arrow of piercing on that one. And yeah, Karan, you're already targeting. You get Nymane as well. Right, off we go. Edwin. Take that one. Alwyn. Get a web going. Just over here, I think. Zar. There's a skull trap just around there. Nymane has taken 13 damage already, and he's badly injured. That's good. Oh dear. Well, saving throws aren't working very well today, are they? Pause of the cheetah. Get in there, Viconia. Right, it's a skeleton and Viconia taking them on now. Cool, this is a tight fight, isn't it? Well done, skeleton. Can you bring him down, Britannia? Oh, thank goodness for that. Well, Despite the high level, a horror spell is still enough to completely ruin my party, nearly. Deary me. Ah, I've done it! The booth eel is gone! I shall... Alwyn, what have you done? You have slain the master of the Zhentarim, and I will be blamed for it. Why is life so unfair? Oh, God. This was an interesting choice, wasn't it, eh? Alwyn could kill Zara at this stage. Relax, how are your bosses going to know anything but what you tell them? That might play. Of course. I shall report that we came here and found them in this deplorable state. Our enemies must have done it. My genius has triumphed again. Alwyn, to the Iron Throne. Indeed, Zara. Right. That was, not...
My actions are yours.
I think a good spell in these cases might be the we have got a sort of remove fear, which I think maybe we should have Viconia
Life
could
is
cast in
luck,
future.
dear lady.
Anyway, well done, Skeleton. They are so good, aren't they, Skeleton Warriors? Right, I'll just have a little pause here and then we'll do some looting. Right, well that wasn't an easy fight at all. Horror clearly still is. It still has the ability to completely disable the party. Thank goodness for Viconia's magic resistance and the skeleton. Essentially, it was Viconia and the skeleton that took them out. But right, let's loot them anyway. Oh yes, 282 gold. Spell Spider Spawn. Ah. That looks like another fire wand. A magical ring. A magical robe. We know that's a fire wand. Oh, we haven't got any identify spells left. Do you know what the ring is, Alwyn? No. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so some magical darts and a magical robe. Well, do you know what the robe is, Alwyn? Oh yeah, these robes are just... probably just your basic resistance robes, nothing... Nothing so exciting it's going to mess up your underwear, is it really? Oh, hello. That's luck, isn't it? Yeah. Identify. Yes. Another boring robe. Oh, he's got exactly the same... Oh, no he hasn't. He's got a magical dagger. Dagger +1. Oh, Viconia could identify that. Zar's already got one of those. Cold resistance. Okay, right. So we've got a very interesting ring. A decent spell. Spider Spawn. Oh, level 4 spell. Upon casting the spell, the wizard conjures several spider eggs into existence, quickly producing fully grown spiders that remain under the wizard's telepathic control. And it levels. So if you're 7th level, giant spider, 9th phase spider, 12th level sword spider. And there could be 2 spiders, 20% chance. Very good. Very good. Right.
Great peril yields great beauty.
I've had a think, and I'm afraid...
Great peril yields great beauty.
I'm afraid that it's already...
Wherever fate takes me.
got a bit too much for poor Alwyn here in Baldur's Gate.
you've got to remember that on arrival,
Great peril yields great beauty.
Alwyn was still rather rocked by his experiences in the Cloakwood, and particularly in the mines, where several of his party members had to be resurrected. He comes to Baldur's Gate, and Elminster starts going on about this hungry blood within him. It's the battle within that he should be concerned about. And of course, Alwyn's own identity is something that he was previously completely... How do you actually get out of Baldur's Gate? This way, I suppose. Is something that he's completely put to the back of his mind or neglected to think about entirely. And Elminster's kind of confirming his most deep-seated fears by suggesting that there might be some issue with who he is entirely. And then they go to a simple magical shop and take out the leader of the Zhentarim on the Sword Coast. And now Alwyn fears that the Zhentarim are going to come after him. I suppose the fact that he's got Zar in his party, who is a Zhent, or is part of the Zhentarim, they may put it down to just some local members fighting. But Alwyn doesn't want the Zhentarim, which is a pretty big, sort of shady organisation, coming after him. He's already got one on his tail. He could do without two, so he's just going to get out of the town and lie low. At least I think the party will be pretty annoyed, but at least he has got the excuse that the smithy in Beregost...
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Well, 2 hours out of Baldur's Gate, we've been waylaid. He has got the excuse that the smithy in Beregost should have the armour ready now, because I think it was going to be day 94. Oh. Well, we might just hang around in Beregost for a while. By the time we get there, it will be day 93.
Yes?
Viconia, you go over this side.
May darkness prevail.
I must.
Alwyn.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Hardly worth my time.
What is your bidding?
Your voice. I must.
Zar, just give Viconia a hand there.
Life is adventure or nothing.
My action.
Stop touching me!
Go on, Alwyn. Well done. Okay. Okay, interesting. They dropped 2 spells.
Great peril yields great beauty.
Oh, we only got to the bridge, and they're already waylaid. Right.
Luck be a lady.
So that's why we're here. Alwyn is going to lay low in Beregost for a day. And... well, I think another problem, really, might just be Koran. He's already on 23 hit points. He is not the frontline fighter that Alwyn is really hoping will kind of absorb the punishment. But the question is, What does he do about it?